Alright, here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. This is Performance Racing League, Tier 3, a brand new tier coming into the Performance Racing League. As we've had so many drivers come in, we just couldn't fit them all in 3. So now we have 4, and the 4th one is the 3rd. Keep up. I am TAC Delta. I will be joined by my counterpart, Nico John, here shortly. I know it's been a while since we've shared the comm box, but we will be getting back to it this season, hopefully. This is Season 5 of the Performance Racing League. Season 5. What a great run for this league. We are in Bahrain for the first round of the season, and we are currently on board with Tar Heels, which should be the first driver to set flying lap here in the Red Bull. A 130.9, so a great lap to start out the day. Let's see, we have somebody else come across the line. Nope, that is the beginning of a flying lap. I would assume for Share or Shaft. I believe Vinny is going to be our next driver across the line. So let's see if we can get on board with Vinny. See what Vinny has to show us. So we Vinny Sips in the McLaren across the line with a 131.2. So just 3/10 off. Sounds like we'll have a pretty tight pack today. That'll be great. Meanwhile, we've got Shep coming in the Scuderia Shep. Must be on a warm-up lap because that is a non-competitive time. So we've got more times filling up the leaderboard here. Timing board, I should say. Jimmy Pull-Up setting a 130.8. So that currently takes the cake for fastest time. Exactly 1/10 faster than Tar Heels. So it looks like Tier 3 is going to be pretty tight when it comes to lap times. So this is very exciting for us. Some good entertainment, and this is the reason why we split into multiple tiers, was to kind of bring the racing a little bit closer together. So, caught a little spin there for Shep. I'm sure he'll love seeing this in the highlights reel. Got the Aston Martin barreling through a Chaos Druid. This looks like a flying lap. I believe it's a flyer. So we'll ride on board with Chaos. See, coming in here down to the end of the 2nd DRS straight, or I guess the 3rd. 3rd. Coming through this right-hander, you really got to be careful. You don't want to put too much steering into it, or the back end will just get away from you. Seems to handle it well, gets a great exit out of the corner. Last one is the challenge. Turns 13 and 14. Technically 2 little turns here. Just got to keep it within the track limits. Chaos Druid does that. And we'll go up to P1 with that time. A 130.5 exactly. So a great drive from Chaos Druid coming out. Most of our drivers seem to be slotting in the 130s in the front half of the pack, and the latter half of the pack maybe just hasn't gotten a great timeout yet. Excuse me. Let's ride on board with Taufer here, see how Taufer fares. Taufer coming through the left-hander into the right. Smooth transition through. Just barely stays off the inside curve. It's about where you want to be. You can take a bite out of it if you like, but it's a risk. Gets to braking just before where the 75-meter board would be. Ooh, a little loose on the exit there. So that's going to impact Taufer's time, but they're going to stick with it. We'll see what they can get. A 131, so must have made a mistake early in the lap. Oh no, sorry, 131's right on. I mistook it for a 41. So in terms of competitive times, the whole field within about a 1.5 seconds of each other. This is great to see. Who else do we have out on a flyer? Is that maybe Jimmy? And Jimmy looks to be on a hot lap. Come across the line. Moves up to 2nd. I don't know if that was an improvement or not. Didn't have their times up. Comms are really quiet. Let me see if I can fix that for us quickly. Alright, Dutch, comms a little bit better, hopefully. See if we got our volume adjusted correctly. I think most of the drivers will be coming in. Looks like there could be, looks like Talfa may be going for another flyer follow-up. Nope, coming into the box. How about Shep? Is Shep looking to put in a competitive time? Shep is up in the second sector. Improved about 2/10 on that second sector, it looks like, maybe 3/10. Now Shep, it looks to be out of battery, down in the 3%, so this is probably not going to be a super competitive lap. No, we see Shep coming into the box as well. Nobody wanting to put in an entertaining lap for us. So if that is going to be the case, looks like Vinny's actually getting out on a runner, so we'll get on board with Vinny. In the meantime, let's do a quick run through the order. So Chaos Druid on provisional pole with a 130.5. Jimmy Pullup falling just behind. Sheriff Shaft in third. Lucasade in fourth, and Tar Heels rounding out the top 5 with a 130.9. So our entire field here is split by about a second and a half. And I believe we have a visitor in our comms box. Give him a
hello,
second.
hello. Can you hear me, Tack?
Oh, I can hear you. I don't know if our viewers can, but I can hear you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I had a look at the settings, hopefully. Hello, everybody. Tack, what a pleasure to be back with you in the commentary box.
It's been a little too long.
It has indeed. How'd you go today? I didn't see the...
It was rubbish. We'll talk about it another time.
we'll talk about it offline.
We'll talk about it offline, yeah.
We'll run a debrief. Okay, so how are we looking? Only 10 drivers today?
Yeah, it's a little
depleted.
Little dry, yep. But we're reminded that it is quality, not quantity, that matters, right? So
Exactly. Well, I know there's a few who are away this week, so hopefully it picks up. I guess anyone listening, if you're interested on a Sunday, getting involved in some league racing, I think the Discord link is on the YouTube or on the Twitch. Get involved.
Yes. Yep. As soon as anyone moves to chat, it will it'll give them the link to join the Discord. So come join us. We have a good time. The one thing that I picked up that's nice about this run of our drivers is look at so there's 10 drivers, right? But the time separating all of them is 1.6 seconds. So a pretty tightly packed field in pace now.
Well, I think last season I've raced with all these guys, so yeah, I think Vinny, a former teammate, he's going to be quick. He's just on a lap, I think, at the moment. Cher, I know, is quick, and I know the Chaos Druids put in a lot of laps. I expect him to be right up there as well.
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of speed out of Chaos in last season. But Chaos being in the name also kind of comes out to the driving. I remember Chaos having a little bit of the inconsistency issues, so kind of like a mini Suzuki per se.
A mini Suzuki.
But no, I think the drivers have had a good off season. We're in a new game, right? So we have new handling model, new cars. So I think we're going to see a lot of shakeup this season. It's something I'm really excited to see.
Yeah, I think the new game has definitely shaken up the order. It's quite a different handling model, isn't it?
Yes, to a degree. I find the rear end steps out not quite as much as it used to, but when it does, it's catastrophic.
Yeah, gentle out the corners.
Yep. I'm on board with Sheriff Shaft. Figured should give the Williams some attention, some screen time.
He's not on a lap.
Well, he needs to be.
He's at 1 minute 40.
I think he's getting ready to go, though. He's got 100% battery, and he's coming down
I
straight.
see, yep.
Straight into the pits, that is. Well, we're down to under 5 minutes, so we should start seeing a lot of laps here towards the end. Everybody's trying to get that last-minute squealer in.
Jimmy's a 10th up on his previous time, so he could be taking pole with this lap.
Okay.
DRS open on that back straight.
I just caught up with Chaos as well, starting an outlap, so we'll see the 2 times come in one after the other. So we'll get a good comparison.
A little snap of over. It's so difficult, that uphill, and he's gone round.
Yep.
Oh, Jimmy. I find that section a lot harder on this game.
Yeah.
Previously, you could get sort of turned in full throttle and just work your way up.
Right.
But now it is a lot more hazardous, I find.
Yeah, certainly tiptoeing around track, especially in that section. I've hopped on board with Taufer, who just set a session best in the second sector.
Chaos is invalidated.
Yeah, I think he went off turn 2. Got a little jumpy on the throttle.
Oh,
ooh,
no!
Taufer spins.
I did that today in qualifying, coming out that last corner. Easy done. It's a low traction, and because it gets wider, you just think get the foot down and then lose the car.
Nope, it's a dangerous corner. Lures you in like a siren.
I've got Tar Heels, who's 2 tenths up, going into sector 2.
I'm on board with the car just ahead.
Shep.
Scooter Shep.
OG, original founder.
And he's
PRL. Oh no! Hey, we've got the commentator's curse going here, Taff.
Well, we'll split back to Tar Heels. We'll see if he'll bin it through turn 13.
He's lost some time though, I think. He was ahead, but I think he's now behind.
See, I think that approach is probably the best way through this corner. You drop it down to 3rd and get really gentle on the throttle in 3rd. And then
you know what? I thought he could have carried a bit more speed into that. I thought he was a little bit too ginger. I understand why you want to put a time in and improve, but and I think you can do that in 4, and it's probably quicker if you get it right.
Yeah. I mean, I found you can carry a lot through, but still dropping the 3rd helped me with traction on the exit.
Yeah.
So
get the rotation.
To each their own.
I'm not sure if Tar Heels is going again. He won't have any ERS, or maybe he's just racing back, so he's got time to try and get another lap in. But I doubt he will now.
So let's see. I'm trying to get a look at who else out.
I think Lucasade's just started a lap, but had a little incident with somebody. I'm not sure what happens. There was 2 cars on the straight. Maybe they were both starting a lap.
Yeah, that other car was Sheriff Shaft, who doesn't appear to be going on a hot lap at this point. Not after they came together. Let's see if Lucasade is improving. Lucasade looks like to be on a hot lap. Hasn't improved, but it does look to be a flyer.
This is a tough corner as well, isn't it? Well, this whole section here is difficult to nail.
Yeah, this is where I was losing most of my time. Speaking of time, we've only got a minute left in the session,
so we've got to stay off that curb.
We've got 4 cars in the pit lane. They will not be setting lap times. That's Tar Heels, Feeman, Taufer, and Green Hornet.
So the last 4 of the grid is set. The top 6 are in a shootout.
Yep. Just like in IndyCar, they have the fast 6. Fastest 6 drivers go for a shootout. So. All right, so I'm on board with Lucasade. I think he's going to be the first one across the line to set.
He's the first across the line, yeah.
Yeah, set something new for us. Might actually, well, no, he won't have the ERS. I was going to say could go for a second if he wanted, but won't have the ERS to do that.
No, on the previous game you could tend to do 2 with the ERS, but no chance on 22.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't improve.
No improvement there. Cher's going to be the next and dives in.
Aborts.
So that's Vinny.
It's the McLaren.
Vinny's
No, he's
up on his
well
lap.
behind. the Aston
Chaos
Martin.
is on an out lap, wants to get across the line just with no time left, and he does get it. Already has provisional pole, but wants to maybe rub it in their faces a little further.
Well, he's going to have the most rubbered-in track, isn't he? I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy again, same place. That uphill fast S in sector 2, catching him out again. Unlucky, sir.
I think that's our grid because Chaos is backed off and nobody else is in position to put in a good lap. So I think this is our grid.
Wow.
So looking through our chat, let's see which driver seems to be the fan favorite. A lot of names thrown out for Chaos. Chaos seems to be one that they like. So maybe the fan favorite.
Yeah, popular guy, Chaos. He loves his memes and his GIFs. GIFs. I'm not getting into that. But he's, yeah. I mean, I remember at one point last season he was involved in about 5 different leagues, so he's a real enthusiast.
Yeah, starting one of his own too, if I'm not mistaken. Or tried to. I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah, no, he does. He has a Chaos Racing League. I think it's in the off-season at the moment. But anyone speak to him if they're interested in that. I think that was a midweek league.
So the grid is set.
I've got to say, just from the time trial boards, Vinny had I think he was in the 128s. So I mean, he would have smashed pole if he'd got. I think he had a high 128. So just shows, the pressure of qualifying.
Yeah, this is true. I'll run us through the grid. So we've got Chaos and Jimmy on the front row together, followed by Cher Shaft and Lucasade. Vinny Sips and Scuderia Shep will occupy the third row. Tar Heels and Feeman on the fourth, and rounding out our abbreviated grid will be Taufer and Green Hornet lining up in the AlphaTauri. So again, a second and a half between all our drivers. So a good tight pack, I think we'll see.
It should lead to a good race. There's 10 drivers, and everyone is in a different car. That's a nice touch. It's good for the constructors.
Oh yeah, they were. I saw the massive blue cars. I thought we had a couple Williams or a couple Alpines, but no, you're right.
I believe there's no formation lap again in this race due to some early bugs in the game.
Yeah, real unfortunate. There's an audio bug that makes it really garbled after the formation lap, and I actually experienced the same thing after the safety car in our race today.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I've been very lucky. I haven't had any of the bugs that I've seen people complaining about. So far, the game has not malfunctioned on me. Just me driving is the only malfunction.
So we will take a short pause here, give our drivers about 2 minutes for any strategy work, any remaining comfort breaks that need to be taken, run off for a glass of water, which I'm going to do. But I'll leave you to entertain the people with the sweet tones of your vocal cords.
One, two, three, 4, and 5 lights, and we are off. Chaos. Oh no, we've had a Mercedes in the wall, and he's taken the Ferrari with him. Chaos has made it through. Cher up to second. Jimmy down to third. Tar Heels, Feeman, Tarfoot, and then we've got Green Hornet, Lucasade, and Shep, who've had a disappointing start.
The rest of the grid seems to be away well, though, and still staying somewhat packed up. Ooh, Chaos's big spin coming down the hill.
Oh, no.
That'll promote
So
Cher
Cher
to the lead.
Do you know what I think? And it's to do with the new game rather than anything else. I think we'll see a lot of spins. It's pretty tough to keep it on the tarmac the whole way through.
Yeah,
so what a start by Tar Heels, up 4 places.
Feeman going around in the back as well.
Yeah. How many safety cars will we see today, Cher? How many safety cars will we see today, Tack? Sorry.
So we had one in ours. I think Premier only had one. Maybe they had 2. I don't recall. With a grid this small, I'm going to say we're going to have just one. Just one. Somebody will get tangled somewhere and put it in the wall. But other than that, I think we'll just see the one.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just on with Chaos, and he's spun again. His tyres are on fire, and he's got a feel for him. Put it on pole, and by the end of Sector 2, you're last by 7 seconds. That hurts.
Yeah, it does. But fortunately for Chaos, we're only 3% of the way through the race. He's got plenty of time to make it up. And if a safety car comes out, that brings him right back into it.
Yeah. No, of course. Do you know what? If you're going to do your spins, do them in lap 1. It's always the best time.
Yep, get it out of the way.
So we've got Cher chasing down Jimmy, and Tar Heels just behind them. And then Vinny keeping a close eye before a bit of a... Ooh! Tar Heels had a look at Cher. It's a good place to overtake AI, but I'm not sure I'd trust another human driver not for there to be a collision if you take a dive down there.
Right.
And Vinny and Tar Heels just had a slightly poor exit, as DRS will be activated at the beginning of the next lap, so important to stay close at this time to the car ahead. With 3 DRS zones, it could really pull you along.
Yeah. Definitely helps if you're struggling on pace. You just get slotted behind someone who's a little quicker and ride their coattails.
Yeah. Or you've got a guy who's behind you quicker but doesn't have DRS. If you can just try and latch on and stay with the car ahead, you can keep them at bay.
So coming to the end here of lap 2, starting the 3rd lap, do a quick run through of our heroes and zeros. Tar Heels a hero, up 4 positions.
Oh, Tar Heels has just gone into the back of Cher.
Never mind, Tar Heel no longer a hero, having rear-ended Cher shaft.
Just outbroke himself a little bit and made contact. I'm not sure if he'll have damage.
I don't see any off the front.
Every driver chose to start on the softs today. I noticed an array. Someone got to be fair, he spun when I saw him and caught him, but someone started on the soft tyres and got to lap 10 from where you could probably get the hards all the way home.
I tried to... Whoa.
Oh, Tar Heels goes around a tough junction. Tough junction. That tough turn. Is it number 9 or 10? And Chaos, I think, has had another moment. I think this is going to be a battle of who can make, who makes the least mistakes.
Right.
Jimmy has a almost 5 second lead at the front.
Yeah, I must have missed when he got around Cher on the 2nd lap. I think I missed that detail. But
Yeah, he just needs to
now.
keep it together in that uphill section, and he's doing very well. He's keeping the gap. Jimmy, I think his first season with us last season, did well, and looks like he's really kicked on moving into season 5. As he's pulling away actually from Vinny.
Yeah, Jimmy's certainly one of the drivers that showed a little bit of pace last season on a handful of tracks. He was able to run away with it.
I think he was always sort of mid or lower mid. I don't think he got a top 5 last season. So great for him. And they're all just outside the second there. Vinny, Cher behind Tarper.
Yeah, they're close, but they're a little spread out. It's like Cher catching Vinny really closely. Must have gotten a bad exit from Vinny there.
Yeah.
So can they keep it together?
Much like we're seeing with like Ferrari and Red Bull in real life, the quicker on the straights versus in the corners. It's an interesting one, the setup on this track of how, there's obviously a lot of long straights where you put your wings in terms of being as quick as you can on the straights without losing too much speed on the tricky sector 2.
Sure. Talfer taking it for a spin. Let's drop back a handful of positions.
Share with the DRS.
Looking up the inside.
Breaks late, but gets the corner. Gets the move done.
Yeah, well done from Cher to get the move done. Now, I know Cher commentated on Premiere and participated in Tier 2. Did he also participate in Tier 1? He's had a lot of practice today.
I'm not sure he did. I don't know.
So that...
Oh, Vinny.
Ooh.
Again, another easy place to lose it.
Did he get some help from Tar Heels with that? I couldn't tell. They were really, really close going through there.
I'm not sure. I was actually on with... Yeah, I think I was on with Cher and just saw it in the... Well, no, I was on with Vinny, but I didn't see. I mean, it is an easy place to lose traction.
Oh, yeah.
As Shep goes through on the inside, nice. As does Tougher. I guess, again, once your tyres are on fire, you've got to be very gentle going up there, or else you have what Chaos did, where you spin, get on going, spin again, and then spin again.
Yeah, you've got to take the next few corners really gently to give them a chance to cool off.
And I feel tyre temperatures have a much greater effect on this game than previously. If you do have hot or cold tyres, your grip, I think, is far worse than it was previously. Jimmy now 6.5 seconds. Oh no! Commentator, I just flicked onto it, and that was Cher. I saw Cher go round, not Jimmy.
Oh, and I was on board with Talfer as Talfer goes around.
Oh no.
And Cher's picked up a penalty for a collision, it looked like.
Jimmy 10 seconds ahead and chilling. 30% ERS. Flat. Lift round there, yeah, I have to lift. Hits the apex nicely. Straight down. Stays in fourth for that corner. Decent exit. And on he goes. Tar Heels in P2 chasing him down.
Tar Heel's actually diving into the pits.
I wonder if he had damage.
He may have from the incident with Cher.
I was doing a two-stop. Yeah. Again, I think because of the increased aero from the undercarriage and Feeman.
Feeman's out.
I didn't see what happened to him or where.
He's down.
It's there, sector 2, isn't it?
Yep. See if we can get a look.
Jimmy's about to...
Hey, it looks like he's...
his car's gone. Oh,
he looks
yeah, he must have lost it.
He looks
No, I
parked
think he
up. I
lost
wonder
it
if
through
he...
the sort of fastish bit,
You
and
think
then you
so?
end up against the wall all the way. Yeah, you can travel quite far across the runoff, smash into the wall.
Right.
But no safety car.
Nope. That car was off right at the orange marker for the stewards to pick it up, or the marshals rather. So
Racing continues.
we go on.
So Jimmy now 15 seconds ahead. Sorry to interrupt, Hank. What a drive by him. This is where you get nervous, though, isn't it?
I mean, kind of yes, kind of no.
I guess with the gaps
are you
that
talking
far.
about as Jimmy getting nervous, or the rest of the
No,
field?
just being in the lead of a race, I always start to get a bit nervous.
I do when the gap starts to drop, but the gap is only growing for him. So I would say Jimmy's sitting pretty. Yep.
Shep having a go at Cher and gets through with the DRS. Can Cher get a better exit for the next DRS? Or is that a double? He doesn't get it. Yes, he does.
Yeah, no double dipping here.
No. Although Cher's got 80% battery versus Shep's 10. Yeah, if you lose it around here, you can easily get DNF. So I think may have happened to Fema.
Cher
dives down the inside. Lovely.
Yeah, Shep opened up a little window there for him. Got another yellow out. Looks like maybe Lucasade has spun.
Yeah, he's having a tough day, Lucasade. I raced with him last season. He was quick. He's a good driver.
Yeah.
Just having a tough day. Cher went a bit wide there. If you're on the curbs, you have to lift a bit, which allows Shep. I feel like Shep's running more downforce. He seems quicker through those sections.
Yeah, very well may be. I'm on board with Vinny just watching this battle from the best seat in the house, as they would say.
Yeah, wait for an opportunity. Let them bash each other. It's not a bad tactic. With them all on the medium tyre, I guess Vinny.
Had to take some evasive action there. Wasn't getting him slowed down enough.
When do you expect to see the first pits then, Taff?
So,
tar.
These medium tires fall off around lap 15-ish, 15 to 16. So I expect we'll see these guys coming in about 8 more laps time. So Tar Heels being the exception to that. Tar Heels start, well no, we said Tar Heels was in for damage, so they're jumping onto the hard tire.
I think the game recommends earlier than that, maybe 12 or 13 for the hard, to put the hards on.
Yeah, it depends. Depends, yeah. The hard tire is a great tire around this track. I drove better on the hard tire than I did on the soft.
Yeah. They take the first two sectors, having come out the pits though on cold hards, literally Bambi on ice. You've got nothing to hold on to or anything. It's awful.
You just got to be gentle. Just got to be gentle. So, what was 3 has now become 4, with Cher, Scuderia, Shep, and Vinny catching up to Green Hornet here.
Yeah.
Green Hornet doing really well. Qualified 10th, qualified at the back of this pack, but is now running second.
Just shows the power of consistency. Green Hornet, I remember he never gets a penalty. He very rarely makes a mistake.
No,
very solid smooth driver.
Good one to run against. Good one to drive against. You never had to worry if he was going to push you or pit you.
Yeah, no, very respectful.
Looks like Cher and Shep still battling.
Team admin fighting it out. means that one of them can't kick the other one.
There you go.
Oh dear. Shep got caught on the curb, and then Vinny ended up going into him.
And he'll be kicking himself after this one.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think Vinny may have got damage from that. He went...
Let's see, the right end plate looks okay. The left looks okay. See if we can hop on board Shep and look behind. No, I think Vinny's going to be okay. I don't see much damage on it.
Yeah, they both look like they've got end plates and everything, so... Game on.
Shep all the way down to second for that corner.
Yeah, and I think with the DRS, an easy overtake for Vinny.
Vinny getting it done. Can he get it slowed down? Does. Gets through the corner. I'll leave Shep to chase him down this straight.
I was just going to say, Cher's not really catching up to Green Hornet. Oh, he is now. Wasn't really catching up to Green Hornet.
No, I'm wondering when they were grouped up in threes if they were kind of had a bit of a DRS train moving forward.
Mm.
And Lucas dives in and gets hard tires. Those hard tires will make it to the end from here without too much of an issue. Looks like that Taufer's gone off.
Yeah.
Coming back on just behind Chaos.
Chaos making his way up. He'll be kicking himself.
Oh, big lockup from Taufer. Runs way off the track. Gonna have to put it in reverse. Unfortunate run there for Taufer.
Shep with the DRS. Didn't get a great exit. Vinny moves to try and break the slipstream. But Shep straight through. Oh, I think Tarfus had
another spin right up at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
It is frustrating that of the spins that you can make on this course, that is one of the ones that can put you in the wall and put you out of the race. So
yeah,
always feels good to get away, at least escape with all four wheels attached.
Yeah, and no, if you get a spin but no damage, you're like, okay,
yeah,
it's not the end of the world. Although, as I said, I think with the undercarriage downforce, it's like it's not as having front wing damage isn't as bad as it was in the previous game.
No, I've noticed that.
You can. I think it's worth with just minor damage carrying on, whereas in the old game you'd just be losing so much time it wasn't worth it.
Right. Now floor damage, that's something. Ooh, Jimmy picking up a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane.
Oh, sloppy. So he's taken the early stop.
Yeah, we'll see. Green Hornet and Cher deciding to stay out. Everybody deciding to stay out, it looks like.
Now Jimmy just needs to take this lap gently. Or Vinny just gets past him.
Oh, that's a tough hit.
Just a little bit of contact with Shep. I don't know if that... It looks like he's got his end plate.
I'm looking. I don't see any damage. No, I think he's in good shape. That's something I would have almost expected Shep to pick up a down tire from that, or pick up a puncture, but I think we've got the damage on reduced.
In real life, that would have been a possibility, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So Green Hornet leading provisionally.
Shares right on him now.
Let's see. So I've actually I did a little bit of research before the weekend, and I've brought some new data to the field. So
this is why you are the star man, Tack. The
so
hero of the show.
I've taken an effort to start figuring out true pit lane deltas, because I used to just calculate the time it took you to go in and out, but that's not quite accurate. So I've done a little bit better. We've got 22.4 seconds on a green flag pit stop.
Is how much time you lose?
That's the delta, yeah. And then
how did you find that?
Well,
did
so
you
this
run
was
experiments.
I did. So I measured the time from the not the pit entry line with the speed limiter, but the one prior to that. So I timed from there to the one on the other side on the exit, just going at full pace, and then I timed it with going in and out of the pits, and then I assumed like a 2.5 second pit stop. So and then you subtract the 2, and there you go. So
not all heroes wear capes, people. Some of them wear racing gloves and a helmet.
That's right. So green flag is 22.5 seconds, and then under virtual safety car it's only 15, so you save about 10 seconds with the virtual safety car.
Yeah.
So that one I took 60%, because I think the virtual safety car you reduce to 60% racing speed. So
do you go quicker under a virtual safety car than a full safety car?
See, I don't know, and I didn't bother to find out.
I just thought it lasted less time, but I thought the delta was the same. I'm not sure.
I would assume they're similar, and there's little things that can fit in there too, right? Like if you have somebody hustling to get, and they go above delta for a little while, then they may run faster than that, or
Share and Green Hornet both dive in.
Yeah. If you're catching up with the safety car queue, you don't have to follow that delta, so you can blow by at full speed. So nothing's perfect.
Oh, Share serving a 5-second penalty.
Yep. But that'll be good. It'll get it out of the way. It kind of helps with that psychology.
Definitely. And a late safety car. I mean, I was definitely helped today with having no penalties in a late safety car.
No.
Got a couple of positions. Although, unfortunately, Monkey Pill reckons he might get his removed, which would take my podium away.
Right.
So I need to find out who the relevant stewards are and grease some palms. Yeah. That penalty looked legitimate to me.
We go through an off-season and nothing's changed.
Yeah, still got kidneys to barter with. I'm on with Shep. Him and Cher have been having a tussle for about 10 laps now.
Yeah, I've also come on with Shep. Now, Shep's got warm tires, and Cher does not input it into the... Yep. So he went into neutral around that hairpin, and coming from neutral up into first, it gave a kick of power, and the car didn't like it.
And Tar Heels gets past Green Hornet into P3. And Vinny's still the only one out on his original mediums. I assume he'll come in this lap. Although he's actually not that much slower than his best laps. No, he's staying out. He seems to be putting in good times, so he's only half a second off his best. Why not? I think the undercut's less powerful because of the slow speed you have to go for those first 2 sectors, warming the tyres up.
Right. Wouldn't that make an undercut a little more powerful? If you're catching somebody pits one lap after you can catch them because their tires are warmed up.
Yeah, but you don't get the. I mean, the advantage of the undercut comes by your fresh tyres versus them out on their old tyres.
Right.
But that lap you're doing isn't that much quicker than their old tyres, so they're going to come out on crap tyres, but you're not going to have caught them. You might have even had a slower lap.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, well, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Let's see who we've got battling. It looks like Green Hornet trying to catch up to Tar Heels here. Everybody on the hard tires except for, as you pointed out, Vinny. And everybody relatively fresh except for Tar Heels, who pitted a little earlier with that damage. And Lucasade also on some older hard tires, but came onto those after a spin on the softs, I believe.
Yeah. No, I think he went onto the softs early off his mediums after a first lap crash, and then did the 9-10 laps on. And Vinny stays out. Did the 9-10 laps on the softs, which is all they'll do, and then move to the hards.
Right.
I mean, my softs were starting to go off at the very end, and what we only had maybe 3 laps under the safety car and 4 racing.
Yeah, the soft tire not very kind in this game, I don't believe, and even in real life, you don't see them really use it in the race unless it's a last lap shootout kind of deal.
Yeah, well, there's some today, wasn't there, in Hungary? But yeah, it's not a great race tire on many tracks.
No. So I'm on board with Vinny, just watching his sector times, seeing if he can keep up the pace on those mediums.
He's been lapping sort of within half a second of his best, so he hasn't had a drop off. Or he hadn't. But I guess he'll come down to what, 6th? Using your 20, what was it, 24 you said?
22 and a half. 22 and a half.
Okay, 15... 22. Okay, he'll come out right by Shepton.
Yep, that's what I figure.
But he stays out.
Yeah, it looks like he was 0.6 down.
Maybe he's going medium soft.
Could be. He's very close to that window.
He's not far, is he?
No.
I think the softs will be horrible at the end, but I guess he's got to try and mix it up, knowing that it's the only way to. Well, we'll see.
Could be a gamble, yeah. I gambled today going from the soft to hard. I figured medium to hard may have been a better strategy, but if I could get away with the softs. So if I see that correctly, Vinny actually just set the best first sector.
Yeah,
he made up
his
4
groove on now.
Yeah.
He's closing on Jimmy. I think was that 9 seconds? Or maybe not.
So I'll be curious if he can keep this pace up on 17 lap mediums.
The softs he's going to want to do at least two more, I'd have thought.
Yeah. He'll have an easier time on soft at the end of the race, too, because the car will be lighter.
That's true. So, yeah, 10, 11. Yeah. I guess that's his plan.
He's lost all that time. I don't know how he made it up in the first sector. It could have been that, how we've talked about turns 1 and 2, you can either make 4/10 or lose 8/10. No in between.
Well, sector 1's a lot of straight, isn't it? And he's just got a lot lighter car, so every lap that'll be quicker.
Right.
But then sector 2, where you need the grip, is where he lost it all and some.
Yeah, he's only falling off his own times by about 0.6 from his own best. So
well, I find you'll go down or up or down, then suddenly you'll go from half a second to 1.5 seconds the next lap, and you're like, okay, now they're done.
Right.
There's a cliff that they just fall off.
Yep. He's still setting a good time through the first sector, but as you said, it's a lot of straight, so that could be what's playing into that. Or maybe on his best lap of the race, maybe that first sector was really bad, so every decent first sector looks better. Could be the case.
Yeah. That's sometimes you get that on TT, don't you? Where you have a bad section on your best time.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's a good lap. You know, oh no, just because that wasn't. So Jimmy, 10 laps to go for a maiden PRL League win, maiden PRL League podium. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't
He's
recall.
been super solid, hasn't he? No mistakes. Qualified P2. Avoided lap 1 shenanigans and has just driven away with it.
Let's see if our driver profiles page still works. Might be able to see.
Vinny has stayed out.
Yeah, okay.
Share getting close to Green Hornet.
So was able to pull this up from last season. Jimmy's best finish last season was only 8th place. So coming into 8th place. Yep, that's
Okay.
that's what the data says.
Yep.
So
No, that makes sense. Wow, what a drive. Well done, Jimmy. I'm just on with Cher, who's got past Green Hornet. Green Hornet seemed to let him go. Maybe not wanting to battle and lose time.
No, maybe looking to get him on DRS.
Yeah, cynical tack. I thought it might have been a move. He's already out the DRS. He's already out the second anyway. Or maybe thinking he's got the penalty. No point battling him.
Yeah.
With Shep chasing behind. Lucasade, Chaos, Tafur. Vinny doesn't
Still choosing not to pit.
He knows he has to pit, doesn't he?
That was only 3/10, so he's actually improved a little bit from earlier.
He's not losing time, isn't he?
No.
But he does know he has to pit, I wonder. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, I think now he's better off putting the softs on. Get the full value from them.
Let's see, checking the gap.
He'll now come out, a couple of seconds, I guess, behind, not far behind Shep. He's actually not lapping that much slower, is he, than anyone?
No. No, he's off his best, which was set on these tires, but that tire's a little faster than the hard, so it all balances out.
And when he does pit, Jimmy will have, 18, 20 seconds on P2 tail heels. Wow.
Yeah, he'll have about 20 seconds. He'll almost have a pit stop worth of a gap.
Who's got the fastest lap? Lucasade. Oh, not much quicker than Jimmy. Yeah, I would never ever risk it, even if I had a 30-second gap at the front, to put the softs on and go for a fastest lap.
I thought about doing it today before the safety car came out, just to steal it away from whoever was in the top 10 and
had a big gap in the car behind.
I had no one behind.
Okay. Tack. yeah, but then someone ahead could have spun or done something. There's no point giving away there.
No, yeah. If we got down to 2 laps left, I was going to do it, but safety car came out before that. Came out opportune for me. I was able to go straight into the pits right as it came out, so that worked out.
Oh, nice.
So we'll revisit Vinny in a minute. Let's see if we can get on board with Shep. Cher, Green Hornet, and Shep. They're all close enough to see each other, but not quite close enough for DRS. As I say that, Shep moves into the range, but I think it's a day late and $1 short. Let's see, is that rear wing open? It does. So Shep's going to pull DRS down this straight. Try to get a little bit closer, maybe go for the overtake here. Vinny's
hits.
finally in.
I mean, he's going to have, what, a lot of time to make up in only 6, 7 laps to do it, if he wants to try and get...
Yeah, that's kind of the danger of saving the fastest tire for the end like this. You know, with a tire that can run for such a short stint, is he'll be quick. He may be, you know, even a second or two quicker than some of these guys, but he's got a lot of work to do now to get back to where he was.
Sure. Well, I mean, and he'll be a second or two quicker a lap only for the first 5 or 6. Then I'd have thought probably not.
Yeah.
He's got 3 to Shep. Let's see how that goes. Although I think Shep might get past Green Hornet on the DRS zone here.
Ooh, he's going up the inside there.
I think Green Hornet let him through again. This time he does get the DRS. Yeah, very conservative driver, Green Hornet. But it definitely pays off. He's had some great results.
Yeah, if it gets results, you know, what's it matter?
The epitome of consistency. And I'd expect Vinny to hunt him down pretty quickly on those fresh softs. Cher, looking good in that Williams. Looks nice in the evening light.
It does. It does indeed.
Although his Tar Heels has got a nice gap to him, 7 seconds.
So do you think anybody's hards are going to get worn to the point of maybe having a bit of a drop off? Maybe Tar Heels?
Yeah. I mean, what, 5? That'd be 20. Yeah, definitely. It's a long... I mean, I think he'll be okay. I don't think he'll get a puncture but he'll be slow.
Yeah. So Vinny's 7/10 up now on his previous best. Vinny was gonna give Green Hornet room to come up the hill, and Green Hornet is no, after you, sir.
After you, yeah, I saw that.
So there's one in the bag.
Well, this is where, if you're Green Hornet, I think just use that ERS he saved and try your best to stay with Vinny for as many DRS zones as you can, because he'll be quick and he'll pull you a lot. Oh no, I don't know how much DRS Vinny's got through.
Yeah, he's already fallen out of the range.
And Cher's not catching up to Tar, despite those old, or the much newer softs. And Shep not really catching Cher. I think Vinny might get Shep, but it might be too much for Cher.
Yeah, I think so. I think even if the pace stayed in the tires, it's going to be close.
What is he, 5.7 with 4-5 laps to go? Yeah.
Cher's got 3 seconds of penalties, though.
Exactly, yeah. Vinny could well get on the podium here, couldn't he?
I think he very well could. He'll be the one to watch. So Green Hornet let him by.
You've got this, man.
Green Hornet let him by. I don't think Shep is going to let Vinny go by. I think Shep's got too much of a competitive bone in his body.
Yeah, I mean, again, with the DRS and the grip, I'm not sure how hard. It's one of those tracks, it's pretty hard to stop a much faster car on the DRS zones.
Right.
Chaos is pitting. Is he thinking of trying to steal Vinny's fastest lap?
I think he is. He was able to do it in qualifying.
Of course. And he's got damage. And yeah, exactly. He was that pole sitter, wasn't he? So he knows he's got the raw pace.
So Vinny going a little deep into that final corner there and actually letting Shep come back.
Yeah, Shep's actually getting away from him without the DRS.
Let's see what they can do through here.
Tar Heels is doing well on those old tyres. Cher's not catching him, and I think he's maintaining pace with Jimmy as well.
Yeah, Tar Heels looks set for that second spot on the podium. We've had somebody leave it behind here. Oh, spin from Shep there. Yep.
Oh no.
So that'll get Green Hornet back around Shep and put Vinny up in the spot. Now Vinny's just got to chase down Cher Shaft. He needs to make up 3 seconds in 3 laps. Can he do it? We'll see.
Oof, that'll be close. God, Cher. No bias, obviously, but let's go Williams. As long as motor racing's the winner, that's all that matters.
He's done
Chaos
well. He's
pushing hard.
He's made about half a second, almost a full second up already. Now, I don't know what... Oh, no, I think Cher's... It's a 3 second, so it's track limits, so he could get it removed if he felt like he was giving it unfairly, so... There's hope yet.
Possible. But yeah, Vince is going to pull the gap in, isn't he?
I know...
Nothing strange happens.
I had a spin on the second, on turn 2, and it actually gave me...
With 3 laps to go, he's retired.
Oof. It gave, so I got track limits for down in turn 2 after a spin. So if Cher's had something similar, that's something that you could challenge and the stewards would give it back to you, so...
True. That's true. He stopped taking much out of it, though. Yeah, those softs, you know, because Vinny's been pushing hard. They're going to be at, what, 25 to 30% at least, I thought.
Yeah, so they go at about 6.5 a lap, 6.5% a lap. So he's going to be sitting at 25, 27% right now.
He's just pulled a second and over 3 corners though. So.
Yeah, setting a...
Oh, Chaos went for the fastest lap. He was just 2/10 slower than Vinny's new fastest. Just watching that little mini battle. And he's got no ERS.
Battle for lap time. And they're in the top 8, so everybody would get points for it. Whoever takes it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, if Chaos can't get it on this lap, does he really have a chance to get it again from Vinny? Because I think Vinny just captured it, didn't he?
Vinny's got it. Yeah, but Chaos used all his ERS on that lap.
Ah, okay. So Vinny might keep it.
He's going to have less grip, less ERS.
Yeah.
It'll be harder.
Well, and those will be 3-lap tires by the time he starts the next lap, and that could be enough. Well, I don't know. I mean, Vinny said it on 4th. Yeah, Vinny said it was 4-lap tires, so I mean...
That's true. And he's comfortably in... Yeah, it's all that uphill section. He gains a lot of time on Cher.
I'm going to step back and get on board with Shep, who's now chasing Green Hornet back down.
As Jimmy starts his final lap, bring it home. What a drive by the Alfa Romeo.
Chaos does take that fastest lap.
Okay, oh god, ignore everything I say, Ta.
Well, he's got a little bit of a slipstream from
Nico nonsense is what they call him.
I popped on board with Green Hornet and Shep to see these two battle. It is the final lap, so I don't know if Green Hornet will let him by this time.
No, fight him, Green Hornet.
Oh,
just a bit close. He could take the inside.
Well, Green Hornet lifted a little early there, almost kind of daring Shep to do it.
This is a difficult sector to do anything. Just follow. And I'm just going to jump back to Jimmy as he's about to cross the line. Congratulations, Jimmy, pull up, take a bow, son. What a drive.
Across the line with fireworks ablaze.
Shep? No. Watch those curbs.
Oh, wow, closing quick.
Yeah. Green Hornet seemed to go very slow there. Shep did well not to go to the back of him.
I had the car in just the right place, though, to block off Shep, and as long as... Shep was a little spinny at the end.
Oh, dear. He's got a big gap, though, it's fine.
Yeah, he won't
Vinny
lose anything.
did take third off Cher. Tar Heels, congratulations as well. He's another really good driver, really clean. Vinny with the alternate strategy. And Shep crosses the line, P6. And Lucasade will come home in P7. What a race, Tack!
Yeah, good little starter for season 5. Hopefully, we'll see a little bit larger, more filled out of a grid when we go to Jeddah next.
Yes, Saudi Arabia. Terrible human rights, but a fun racing track. Driver of the day, Tar Heels. Where did he start? He was like 8th or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, I would have to agree with Tar Heels holding off
P7.
22, 23 laps on those hard tires. Practically a race distance. Well, no, not quite, but it's close.
He did well. So Jimmy first, Tar Heels second, Vinny rounding off the podium. 4th we have Cher, 5th Green Hornet, 6th Shep, who had a exciting race, 7 Lucasade, 8th Chaos. I think the two of those races were kind of over by the end of lap 1. And then Tarfur and Thiemann with the 2 DNFs. The Chaos Druid takes the fastest lap with a 1:32.4. A 10th quicker than Vinny.
Yep. A solid lap and a solid first race.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Not many incidents, honestly. Right. Well, a good first race, and we'll be happy to bring you the next one. So Chaos claiming that I jinxed him. My apologies, Chaos. We just wanted you to do well. But I'm Tac Delta. He's Nico John, and we will see you next time.